My mom and my dad taught me that there is one God, Allah, and that God was, this version of God, this precise description of God was given by a man named Muhammad. Now Muhammad came 600 years after Jesus, and he came 600 years away from Jesus. So Muhammad is in Arabia, 7th century AD, and he preaches monotheism. Now that's a big deal, because at that time in Arabia, in Mecca, which was where Muhammad was preaching, polytheism was the source of commerce. Let me explain that to you. There in Mecca, there was a place called the Kaaba, and there were 360 gods around the Kaaba, idols around the Kaaba. People came from all over Arabia to worship at the Kaaba, and they would bring their materials with them. They'd bring their goods, and lots of trade would happen. And that was the economy of the city. And so for Muhammad to stand up in that milieu and say, no, there is one God, he faced a lot of potential oppression.
How would you respond to a new Muslim friend that seeks to build a bridge of commonality between Islam, Christianity, and Judaism?
That's a good point too, and this will tack on to the question that he just asked. Muslims do believe that Islam is the culmination of religion. So Muslims believe that Allah has sent Adam, that Allah has sent Noah, that Allah sent Moses, that Allah sent Joseph. All these names that you find in the Old Testament, you'll find them in the Quran. 24 prophets from the Old Testament. Islam subsumes their names into the Quran. And so Islam teaches that it's a culmination of religion. These people all came in order to give to their people certain portions of the truth, and then Muhammad comes as the final messenger in all of history, and he provides the final message, Islam. And so Muslims can build a bridge within their theology. It's appropriate to say that your God is my God. Your prophet I believe to be a prophet. They can do that, and they'll try to build these bridges of commonality. And the reason they do that is because Muhammad tried to do the same thing according to the historical Muhammad.
And so to them, if you ask a Muslim, what's the most important part of your faith for you? They will say, oh, it's the 5 pillars of Islam. To proclaim that there is one God and that Muhammad is his messenger. To pray the 5 daily prayers. To pay alms. To fast. To go on pilgrimage. These actions please God, and they are the central part of what we're supposed to do as Muslims. That's what matters most. So you see, the actions, you're supposed to earn your favor with God is very, very important as a Muslim.